Let's do this. It's me. It's Grandaddy Dirtbox, and it's been a while. And do you like my hair, guys? What do you think about me hair? Now, I like it. It's a wig, but don't tell everybody. I've been getting away with this. People think it's my real hair, and I like it. I've gone for the messy look. Now, it's been a while, hasn't it, since I really did the deep dives. Since we had these long, rambling talks. It's been a while because I've been in a bit of a quandary, guys. Because the other channel, well, it took off in ways I didn't expect. And before I knew it, I was famous. YouTube famous, that kind of famous, guys, alright? And I tried. I really did try to keep it the way it was. Shooting the shit and doing all of that, but it was the music that was taking off. And every time I'd make a video where I sat and rambled for a bit, I was hemorrhaging subs. So I had to do this. I had to come over to this channel to make it work. So I can still do the long rambling videos. Which is what I'm known for, really. Until now. And it's took me by surprise. Because, don't tell them over there, but it's not even my best music that I'm putting out. I'm just messing around, but people are loving it. They can't get enough. So, I'm famous now. And it's partly because of that I've decided to start wearing a wig. Come on, guys. Alright? I think I look pretty dapper. Now it's a wet Tuesday evening. The 1st of November 2022, as you do. And I'm coming through. I thought I'd make a video tonight. I thought it's about time. We just sat and just gassed for a little bit. No big deal, because I like to talk. I do. And I like to talk rubbish, nonsense, gibberish, gobbledygook. I don't mind. I just like to chew the fat. And I don't like to be interrupted. When I'm on one, so it's good for me to make a video because there's no one to say no. There's no one to say stop. Stop that. So I can just keep going. It's only when you put it out in the world, then people can have their say if you want them to. You could just disable the comments. I've done it in the past. But I like to let people say what they want to say. Because no one's going to mess with yours truly. They're not going to do it, guys. I'm not the kind of person that gets trolled. And there's a reason for this. I'd destroy them. I would. I'd tear them apart. And it wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be nice. I wouldn't feel good about it. Dismantling them and taking them apart like that. Bringing them down. I wouldn't feel good about myself doing it, but I know I would. If I got trolled, I've been trolled in the past. And I took care of it. I took care of the situation. Now, like I said, it's a Tuesday evening and I've been at work all day. Now, I'm an introvert, really, by nature. But because I've got many sides to my personality, I have to let loose. Now, it helps that I'm an entertainer. I'm a performer. And I'm well loved, well appreciated for doing it. By some. But in the last year, I've come in for some major criticism, guys, from strangers, from dickheads. And I've had nice things said, of course. Lovely things. You're the best, you're so good, you're great. I've heard it always say the same thing. I'm blessed by the best, by the big man, by the Father. Now, again, if I make videos about Jesus or the Father, not that it bothers me necessarily, but yeah, I'll get unsubbed over on that other channel. They don't want to hear it. These newcomers, they don't know, guys. They don't know me. They're not part of this. They can't be. They cannot be part of this club. It's our club. And I've had a few questions recently. I'll try and answer them as best as I can. Right, here we go. Just the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Now, what do I think of the new? The Queen song, Face It Alone. Previously unreleased. Well, I think there's a reason for that. I don't think it's very good. It sounds like a demo. A bad one. And it's been auto-tuned. Freddie Mercury's voice has. It's just a copy and paste job. I'm sure it is. They've taken bits from here and then. They've made a patchwork quilt out of it. And I think it's ghoulish. I think it's off. There's something creepy about it. Now, talking about creepy, I'm not one for the Arctic Monkeys. I'll be honest. I've never really got into them. And I've heard the other bands that they sound like, and I prefer them. Now they sound a bit like Engelbert Humperdinck. That's what they sound like. But never mind. I caught up with them recently. One of my grandkids was saying that he's a fan. And I said, what songs do you like? Are You Mine, he said he likes. So I've gone on YouTube and I've watched the video. Now, it's a scary video, is that? Disturbing. Something highly creepy about it. Now, the song itself, Are You Mine, Are You Mine? It's like, no. Who are these creeps that are all staring and air drumming and playing air guitar and miming? It's weird. And the drummer in it, he unnerves me. He does. There's something about him. There's something about that guy. Now, I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm not here to judge. I don't know the cat. I'm just saying. I saw the video to it and it nearly brought me out in hives. I was riffing. And there's something about the music. Something very disturbing. Now, I've got some far-out theories. I have. And I don't usually talk about them too much, I'll be honest. But one of my theories, now I'm not accusing anybody, I'm not pointing fingers, but cannibalism. I think it goes on a lot in the entertainment industry. Now, I saw a video of Chris Eubank recently, and he was giving it the big one. And I was like, he's on something, he is. I mean, it's pretty evident. He's on something, guys. I don't know what, it could be fresh air. I don't know what it is. But he kept grimacing and being all gnarly. And I was like, I'm getting cannibal vibes. Again. Now, I think it happens a lot. I'm not accusing Chris Eubank of being a cannibal, guys, alright? I'm just saying, from what I saw, from what I witnessed, something very disturbing about the whole thing. And I'm watching him, and again, the cringe. I was cringing watching. Now, it wasn't recently. I saw a video. I'm trying to think who it was. I couldn't watch it. I was still cringing afterwards. After I turned it off, I was just sat there, absolutely stunned, gobsmacked. The cringe had got hold of me. I was like, oh dear. Now, it's one thing to do something and you make yourself cringe. It's bad, though. We've all done it. I'm probably doing it now, really. I'm just not letting it on. That's how I'm feeling. You know what? It's uncomfortable sometimes, this. Pressing record and, just going for it. Knowing that maybe 3 people, 3 hardcore fans are going to see this and get something from it. So God bless. Now, like I said, the other channel, it's all kicking off there music-wise. And it's just going to keep growing. It's going to get bigger and bigger. I know this. So that's why we're here doing this now. And like I said, you got to throw up the praises to the one who amazes. All wises do it night and days. That's what I say is, okay, is. And other than that, you just have to keep rocking and rolling. Now, where am I going? I'm just rambling. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So we've covered the Queen song. Bad, that. Shouldn't have put that out as a single. Shouldn't have done that. But they did it, so all the best. You're not alone. You got Jesus with you every step of the way. Don't ever forget that, guys. And it's time now. You're marching. You're marching forth. You're in God's army. You hold your head up high. You're on the winning team, guys. When you're with Jesus. When you're with the Father. Now, I could talk about all my crazy conspiracy theories. We'll cover that at some point down the road. But I just wanted to say hello and shoot the shit for a bit. Do you know what I mean? I haven't really got anything to say other than keep your head up. Right? Stay strong. This is a spiritual battle. You're in it. You're in it deep. And you've got to keep rocking and rolling and just keep strolling. There's no time for falling behind. There's no time for lagging. There's no time for getting down, getting depressed, being stuck in the past, always looking back at what you did, what you had. It's gone. Keep your eyes on the prize, guys, alright? And it's ahead of you. We're going to get there, heaven. It's going to be awesome. And we'll all be singing songs for God. We'll be surrounded by his angels. All the saints get to meet Jesus in the flesh. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be better than this. I mean, what's going on? Now, the last 12 months, it's been like the Twilight Zone for me. All right? Because my whole life has changed. For the best. But it's been hard. Growth is difficult. The suffering, when you're getting better. When you're doing better. New level, new devil, all that business. And he's real, guys, the devil. And he's a faker. And he's a liar. He's a bullshit artist. Simply is what it is. Now, talking about bullshit artists, I was listening to an interview with Bono of U2 yesterday. God bless him. Now, again, I'm not judging. I ain't judging. All the best to him. But it was a fascinating interview from 1993. And it was an audio recording. And the guy, the journalist, just came out and asked him, have you made a deal with the devil, Bono? Now, what does Bono say in response to that? It's worth having a listen. I might put the link in the description if I can work out how to do it. It was a fascinating interview, and he guffawed. He laughed his head off at the idea of it, but he believes in the devil. Oh, yes. And he knows that the devil is real. He's impersonated the devil. He's embodied that spirit. He's done it on stage many a time. Mephisto. And I just have to say, God bless to Bono. God bless to all of these cats that are in the music industry, in the entertainment business. I think it's sinister, sick, hideous. You wouldn't, I mean, I'm talking about me being famous, but I'm in control of this. I haven't sold my soul. I'm with God. I'm with the best. Like I said, I'm blessed. I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. I'm filled with the Holy Spirit. And so I've got the spirit of discernment, and I can just see, and I can hear him. Who's with the devil? Who's on his team? And there's lots of them. There's loads. Some of them unknowingly doing it, unwittingly following in the footsteps of Lucifer. And it's sad, though. It's sad. Because he'll lead them to a dark end. And they'll have wasted their whole lives. Imagine that. Just imagine living a life and having squandered it, wasted it. Now, I'm a waster. I can be. I waste time. I waste my energy. On other things sometimes. I mean, there've been times in my life where I've been like a dog with two dicks. And that's all that's propelled me forward. It's the only thing that's really got me out of bed in the morning is muff. I've been that guy. But now I'm very much enthused. I'm not confused. I'm not bemused by what I'm doing. I've got this under control, guys. Okay? We're going to keep rocking and rolling on that other channel. And here, it's just going to be this. Who cares? If I stumble my way through my words, it's unscripted, this. There's no script here, guys. All right? It does look good, this, doesn't it? It suits me. Thinking of getting a bit of Botox, bit of filler. Get my lips plumped up. I'm smiling. I've got a lovely smile. People keep saying that I look like Mr. White. Or some guy from Face Jacker or something, and piss takers. This is my face, and it's cruel, it's rude, it's nasty, it's hate speech. The arseholes. I can swear on this channel. I'm not going to swear on the other one anymore because It being a music channel, I want everyone to hear it, what I'm doing. I want little kiddie winks to dance around in the living room to my beats. So then I don't want to be making a video where I'm effing and jeffing. But I'll do it here, because I don't care. You know, if it stays at 10 subs, I'll be happy. I will be. I'll just keep rocking and rolling. And making music for God. Music is for God. It's who it's supposed to be for. We're supposed to be singing in praise of Him. Not how lonely we are and depressed and miserable and poor me. It's not supposed to be that way. The devil has bastardised the whole show. It's what he's done. It's confusing everybody. It ain't getting any better out there, guys. Is it? It's getting harder. It's gonna get harder. So you can't be a little bitch. You gotta man up. And you gotta get through this. You gotta get through this. You gotta get through this. Alright? Now depression. Okay, comes and it ride it like a wave. Feel it. Bask in it. Soak in it. It's there to tell you something. It's usually anger turned inwards on oneself. And not good, that. I think a lot of depression comes from that. From having the piss ripped out of you all the time. And having to laugh about it, pretend that things don't bother you when they do. When they have. When it's annoyed you. And then you've gone away and you've not stood up for yourself. So you go and lick your wounds and it's sad, of course. But it's time now to grow a pair. Get stuck in. God made this world for you. It's yours, this. All of it. Simple as. Get at it. And get stuck in. And don't be scared. And don't be afraid of the devil. Not when you're with Jesus. You can't be afraid. You can't be. How can you be afraid when you've got the one true God by your side? Hallelujah. Amen and amen to it. I'm all for it. I don't mind not being number one. You know, I don't mind being number 3 or number 4. Only less than that. I'd get annoyed, but, you know, I don't mind that there's the Father. I'm happy. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm like, yay! The Father, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and they're me. In my world, in my version of reality. I've got to be up there. But I know my place. I know the pecking order. And I do my best. Now, praying, you gotta stay prayed up. You gotta be praying. Any time of day. So, you're worried about something, you say, Father, please, help me out with this. I'm terrified, I'm worried. And there'll be things in life that make you feel that way, but heaven, guys. Heaven's at the end of this. But we have to stick it out. It's for God to tell us when He calls us home. It's not up to us. No, I don't want to get into big, deep discussions right now about some very dark things that do need talking about. Now, another interview that I caught recently. Freddie Mercury interview with David Wigg, 1987. It's a three-parter. It's on YouTube. 3 10-minute clips. Now, it's audio. Boy, is it fascinating, that. You know, he basically admits to having the AIDS in it. He does. David Wigg asks him, how has the AIDS thing affected you? Now, why are you asking? Oh, that'd be my question. What the why are you asking me? But he doesn't say that. He says that he found out the very hard way. And he did. He did. And the poor guy, but it's worth listening to because he's so up his own arse in this interview. I mean, on the one hand, you're listening and going, oh, poor fucker. You know, he's dying, this guy. But get a listen to it. Oh, loads of people would love to be in my shoes right now. Oh, I'm smiling from my arse to my elbow. But it's unconvincing, and it's... Again, we're in that creepy thing. The creepy realm. Because that's how it makes you feel listening to it. You're like, there's something wrong about this. There's something off. Now, worthy of a read, Oscar Kismeth's The Beginning Was the End. Intelligence can be eaten. I'm convinced these are cannibals. Freddie Mercury, I'm saying. He's not here anymore. I'm not here to judge him. Only God can do that. But from what he's put out in the world, from what I've seen, I'm going with he's a paedophile. Yeah, I'm saying that. He's a cannibal. And more than likely a necrophiliac on top. A Satanist. Yeah. In league with the devil himself. And I think he actually thought he was the devil. Yeah. Certainly at one part of his life he did. He was convinced of him. That he was the devil. And he was here to distort reality. Turn everything upside down. And he was a pretender. Fake. Phony. Made up name. Now, I'm not going to keep banging the same nail on the head, but because I've talked about this before. But yeah, he'll be coming back. So, all those Queen fans that still can't get over the fact that he's gone, don't worry, because he never went anywhere. He faked his death, is what I'm saying. And people say, how can you say that? Who would do such a thing? He would. I'm saying it. There's plenty of proof that he's still in the world. And that the fans are being mocked. Laughed at. He's still around, guys. He's probably in better shape than you are. Fit as a fiddle, I should imagine, still. He never went anywhere. Neither did Prince. Neither did Michael Jackson. George Michael faked his death. Now again, they didn't fake their deaths as such because they weren't real. George Michael was a made-up name, a character that was killed off by its creator, who created George Michael. Was it the guy behind the mask? Julius Currypotamus, or whatever his name was? Or was it that he just fit the Johnny Bravo suit? That's what I think. No, other crazy theories I've got. Freddie Mercury, that guy, was played by different people. One of them being Christopher Reeve, Superman. Freddie Mercury, the same guy, he played Sid Vicious, who wasn't real. Same guy, David Bowie. Have a look at him, 1991. Look how rake thin he is. No one's saying he's dying and he's on death's door. But they said it about Freddie Mercury, and off he goes. And 1992, the Freddie Mercury tribute concert. He was there. He was at his own concert. He was at his own tribute. He was on the stage. I saw him. He sang with Mott the Hoople. He sang with Annie Lennox. It was David Bowie. Same guy. I'm convinced of this. Now you can call me crazy. Call me a conspiracy theorist, I don't mind. But I think you'll find that if you go back and you look again and you listen, yeah, what are they trying to say? Queen, they're obsessed with time travelling. They're obsessed with this. And they're time travellers, apparently. You can see it in the music videos. The Invisible Man. Radio Gaga. They're all over the place. Back and forth. And it's been a journey through time. The Queen legacy. We will rock you. It means we will disturb you. They're not going to rock you in a good way. Foot stomping and hand clapping. They want to fuck you up. Freddie Mercury once said in an interview that it was his job to make people feel like they'd had a good time. Not that they'd had a good time. That they felt like they had. Because really, they'd just been abused. Deafened. Blinded. Yeah, pummeled. By the band. And the fans, gluttons for punishment. It's why you'll never find me at a Morrissey gig. It's not that I can't stand Morrissey's music, but it's nice that you can turn it off. I couldn't go and watch the guy. I was offered a free ticket once. I said, he'll depress me forever. I'll never get over that. I'm too sensitive. I'm too much of an empath. And I don't want to feel like him. So, no thank you. Simple as that. I don't go to many concerts. I was offered the chance to go and see Prince back in the day. Wasn't everyone. I mean, he did loads of shows. He was all over the place. But I got offered a free ticket. And again, I said, no, you're okay. Why? Because it's going to mess with me if I go. The frequencies. The music. The lyrics. It's going to fuck my head up. I know it is. So I'd rather not go. Because I've lived and learned. I mean, I'm still getting over having seen George Michael live. I will still sit there on occasion and wallow in sadness, thinking back to when I saw him on the Symphonica tour, his last tour. And it was in Birmingham, and he'd come out and he said, "Good evening, Manchester." And all the air went out the room. And it was just him performing in front of a screen, and it just looked like it was dripping blood the whole time. The first song he sang was, "Brother, can you spare a dime?" I was like, we've just paid 50 quid to sit in the back row. Disgraceful. And people walked out. A couple in front of me fell asleep. It was like being at a wake or something. It was off and peculiar. And like I said, I'm still traumatised by it. I'm sure it is. It rubbed off on me. Not the glitz and the glamour. The depression that he felt. The guilt and the shame. He passed it on. Not just to me, he's done it to everybody. I'm convinced that George Michael's still alive and he owns Smooth FM. I'm certain of this. They've voted him their icon of the year for how many years in a row? They're always playing Jesus to a Child, Careless Whisper, Fast Love, Everything She Wants, A Different Corner. And it's all glum. It's sad music. It's weak. It is. And he was nasty, George. Let's say it the way it is. Now, again, I don't feel bad because A, I don't think he's fucking dead, and B, I don't think he was real. So on both counts, I'm all right. Fuck him. Not literally. You wouldn't want to. Again, I think if he was real, he definitely had the AIDS. He was obsessed with AIDS. Now, these witches and warlocks, these bastards, I don't like them. I really don't like them. Satanists. The rituals that they'll perform with menstrual blood, casting love spells, doing all sorts of hocus pocus to fuck with people. Their will be done, not God's. They're vile. I can't stand fortune tellers. I'd round them all up. I would. And I'd be like, you didn't see this fucking coming, did you? And then I can't continue with what I'd do with them. But it wouldn't be nice. It'd be dark. And I'd let everybody say, this is what we do with witches. This is what we do with warlocks. This is what we do with sorcerers and Satanists. And fortune-telling fucking pigs. And their grubby, dirty hands. Their dirty, filthy ways. Now, I don't want to get angry, guys. But yeah, they wind me up. I do not like people who dabble in the dark arts, magic with a K, in order to fuck with people. Now, Aleister Crowley, he'd have said, be a master of your own mind. And then what? Well, then you can fuck with everybody else's. It's simple as Kate Bush running up that hill. We'll do the deep dive. I'm going to have to do the Rotten Lyric Corner analysis of that song. The lyrics. They're disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. If she only could, she'd be running up that hill. Lazy, because you know she could. But doesn't want to. She wants everything brought to her. It doesn't hurt. What doesn't hurt? Do you want to see how it feels? No, thank you. No, I'm convinced that that's a song about a paraplegic who's looking at someone and saying, rather you than me. That's what it's about. And if I could, I'd make God get us to swap places. Fucking what? Disgusting. And she's got everybody singing it. We all know it. But it's satanic. Desperately weird. Evil, there's chanting in it. The sorcery and the music. It's all backwards and weird. Now, like I said, we'll do the deep dive. Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. That's another one that needs looking at. But we'll get back to that. Now, I'm just waffling. Forgive me. I mean, who cares? No one cares, guys. No one really cares. So I might as well say it. I'm not saying anything too bad. God bless Kate Bush. I love a bit of Bush. But it's too much, that song. It's sinister. Disturbing. And like I said, we'll do the deep dive. We'll have to talk about Fast Car. Because I heard it the other day on Smooth FM. And Smooth FM. That's a weird station, that is. Now, you know you're getting old when you can easily tolerate a Phil Collins song. We got a groovy kind of love. I don't mind him as I get older. But as a young man, I found him obnoxious. I couldn't stand him. Phil Collins. Same with Sting, but I must be getting old. I know I am. Because I've even enjoyed the odd UB40 song. I know I'm getting old. Ain't we all? Ain't we all? And it's a lovely world, guys. It's lovely. It's life. It's great. It's awesome. Just imagine what heaven's going to be like when there is no sadness. There is no pain. There's no pity. There's no feeling crushed, despondent, downhearted, icky. It's just going to be all good. There's no night in heaven. It doesn't get dark up there. Because God's there. And He's the light. Now, the sun, the S-U-N, the sun in the sky. I had a crazy theory over the summer, and I kept thinking it. It's like, is that Jesus? Is that the sun, the S-O-N? And it's just so light. It's just getting a little bit closer, and we were like, ah. I had a dream once that the world was on fire. And I was all right. I was in a protective bubble. Just looking out. But the earth was scorched. And because of that, I guess, I kept thinking is, how much have we been lied to? Gaslit, brainwashed, hoodwinked, bamboozled, manipulated by the powers that be. The dark forces, Satan and his minions. How much have they messed with us? How much of this is an illusion? What's real? At the end of the day, what have you got, really, that you can truly hold on to? Some people, they don't even have their memories anymore. They've got no future to look forward to. Not in this life. But God, your faith, that you can hold on to. Don't ever give that up. Don't ever do it. Be grateful for every lesson, for every moment. God doesn't make mistakes. He knows what he's doing. You might not know what you're doing, you might not trust him, but I'm telling you, he knows what he's doing. It's already been done. The battle's already been won. We're just stepping into victory. You have to have faith. You have to keep praying. You have to stay strong. Be creative. Be motivated. Be ever shifting and moving forwards. Going for it. Don't be scared. The world can seem, it is a scary place, it can be. There's some right fucking nutters out there, let's face it. But it's a world made up of individuals. There's no such thing really as a group. It's people, individuals, who get together. That's what it is. Now you've got the mob mentality. But that's why you want to be an outsider. Be removed from that. Step away from the labelling. Don't judge. Don't be racist. Don't be ageist. Don't be a sexist, misogynistic pig. You don't need to be a transphobe. There's no need to be scared of them. Homophobic, it's like all the best. I'm not here to judge. All I'm going to judge is George Michael. The arts. I don't get into politics because what's the point of that? I can't change it. And I haven't got anything nice to say on the subject, so best that I don't say anything at all, I guess. Keep it to myself. And I'm more interested in other things. Music, poetry, love, life, Jesus, the Father, the big man, botany. I'm interested. I stay keen. I love it. caterpillars, the ants. Did you see the picture recently of the ants? Up close. Terrifying. No, ants are terrifying. Scary. And if they were a few thousand times bigger than they are, there'd be none of us left. We'd be fucked. In no time, I'm telling you. Ants are brutal. Savage monsters. A good thing that they're so small. You know, but wonderful in their own way. But you wouldn't want to mess with a 9-foot fucker. Thank the Lord that they're only tiddly little things, those ants. God got it right. He did. He sussed it all out at the start. There've been times where I've fallen out with God. I said, I don't really like you, Father. Don't think you're very nice. Look at the world. Look at the way I'm treated shoddily by people. Bullied. Abused. But then I remember all the gifts that He's given me. All the love. All the forgiveness. All the grace. It's beautiful. Life is beautiful. Love is beautiful. It's not too hard to go around with love in your heart. For everything. For the flowers, for the trees, for the birds, for the bees. For your fellow man. And for God. For Jesus. Throw up the prizes, guys. Throw them up. Throw them up. It's time. If you've not been praying recently, I feel sorry for you. I'm going to pray right now. We're going to wrap this up. It's been a long one, hasn't it? And I'm sorry, I've just waffled. But it's nice to do this. And to be fair, I'm enjoying seeing myself with my new rug. My new syrup. It's gone back a bit on. Put it down a bit. Yeah. I look like H from Steps. I'll take that. But more masculine and sexy. Anyway, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen, amen, amen. I'm filled with the Holy Spirit. I love it. Now, is there anything else I was going to talk about? What we talked about? Kate Bush, Queen, George Michael. Obviously, we've talked about the Father up there. The real Father. Not, I will be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine. Like, no, George. It doesn't take me long to get on a rant when I get talking about George Michael. And especially the Wham days. You know, before he started taking himself all seriously and got all somber and I'm a very serious artist, guys. I didn't want to be seen and all of that business. And that he didn't want to be seen because what he was doing. And then he got caught in the toilet, shaking his meat and two veg at a police officer. And then had the nerve to blame the police officer for him. Said he was giving him the come on. And then it was an international joke. A gay joke. It was a punchline. And it didn't have to be that way. He could have come out years before and said that that's what he liked to do. And he'd have been okay. But again, scared. And he was judged by people. He was a laughing stock. What do you expect when you're taking your plums out in front of the pigs? And then he went off the rails, George. It's a sad tale. But it's the same with all of them. Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury. It's unnatural to be worshipped like that. It's unnatural. John Lennon. Look what happened to him. It's unnatural. Act naturally. Let's act like this isn't fucking weird. Because they all had bad breath, B.O., runny guts from time to time. Just human beings. And all these kiddywinks, the fans hoodwinked under an illusion, under a spell. Hypnotised. How else do you explain it? How else do you explain people like Reg Dwight becoming famous, world famous for all this time? Elton John, Cliff Richard, Harry Webb, Rod Stewart. I'm not saying that they're not talented, but really they're puppets on strings. And who's pulling the strings? Satan. Simple as. And like I said, it's a sad life for them. Should feel sorry for them, celebrities. I do. How can you not? When you see the likes of Michael Jackson, what he did to himself, and you think he wants to heal the fucking world? He's having a hard time healing himself when he's just undergone another plastic surgery. Rhinoplasty, out cold. Trying to change himself. Couldn't look at himself in the mirror and not be disgusted. Not feel that shame. The guilt, he couldn't get away from it. He could fucking moonwalk all he wanted. He couldn't get away from that. I'm not talking about him being a nonce. I don't know about that. I'm just saying. Unnatural to be worshipped in that way. Anyway, I'm going to get off, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-ta. Ta-ta.